Por aquí había un coleccionable que lo vimos desde la esquina. Y vamos a volver a nuestra esquina, pegarle cuando se defendió con los brazos. Ya estamos en ventanilla, tenemos aquí un coleccionable. Aquí en el medio del banco, no se vayan todavía, que ya están los policías, súbanse al techo. En el techo hay cosas. Aquí. Miren, ahí tenemos un coleccionable. No me quiero caer, no me quiero caer, no me quiero caer, no me quiero caer. Aquí está. Coleccionable. Que nos faltaba. Pensé que estaba agachadito y estaba muerto. Bien. Y ahora la cámara acorazada está desbloqueada. Por aquí no hay nada. O sea, no hace falta apretar la C tanto tiempo como estaba diciendo. O sea, solamente con la B, con B destruidos, no, muertos. Y Felicia se escapó por ahí. Esta la Black Cat. Es como la gatúbela del universo Marvel. Esto sí o sí me lo tengo que comer. No atacan si me subo al techo. Quiero subirme aquí. Quiero este coleccionable. Lo puedo... Toda la cinta electrocuta. Bien, vamos comprendiendo. Por eso tengo que ir por aquí. Saltar aquí. Y lo conseguí. Y por ahí no hay nada más. Ah, ahora entiendo. Tiene sentido, tiene sentido. Jefe se ve a kilómetros. Obstruye las trampas. ¡Ay, maldita sea! Eso no me lo vi venir. ¡Qué trampa! Ah, estas trampas. Ya entendí. Ahí están los tres apiladitos. Aquí está el coleccionable. ¿Y qué más había por aquí? Ahí está. Subimos aquí. No me vieron. Los cazadores tampoco. No, ya empezamos. Ay, mira. Casi me lo dejo. Ya empezamos con... ¡Ay! Maldita sea. ¿Qué hago? ¡Ay, Dios mío! ¡No! ¿Qué hice? No tengo poderes. Puedo golpear. ¿Y cómo tengo que hacer en este nivel? ¿Podré volver al nivel después de...? Ah, ahora sí. Ahí en el capítulo final estoy segurísimo. Por aquí hay algo. Lo vi. Y por aquí... Puedo... Suicidio. ¡Ah! Ah, no llegué. Por aquí... No puedo... Me caí. Ah, puedo subir. Puedo subir por estas cajas. Venimos de este tubo. Aquí donde tenemos la primera intersección esta. Aquí a la derecha. Se puede bajar. Y se puede seguir bajando. Y aquí abajo está el manual que nos faltaba. Uy. 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 Por aquí no hay nada. Sí, lo sabía. Tendría que haber un coleccionable por ahí. Ya salimos de aquí. Otro coleccionable. Ahí está. Pasamos. Primero quiero juntar esto. ¿Puedo subir? ¿Podré subir? Por aquí había algo. Por aquí había algo. ¿O no? No hay nada. Ah, sí, esto aquí. Ahora sí. Todo. Ah, sí, aquí está. interacción. Estamos aquí donde está lleno de nanobots, está lleno también de tecnología. Y calculo que estarán todos aquí, miren, aquí empezamos. Venga, uno. Vamos a girar en torno a esto. Que estoy seguro que hay más. Pero no me acuerdo en dónde. Esto. Vienen a pegarme. Por aquí en medio hay otro. Aquí hay otro. Dos. Y me falta uno. Porque en caso que me caiga, puedo subir por aquí. Buenísimo. Quiero esta cosa. Y ahora sí, aquí es la salida. No me dispares. Asqueroso. En este almacén donde le disparamos a este ventilador, aquí para poder seguir avanzando, que están todos los antiespecies de esto, aquí abajo está la que nos faltaba. Ya empezamos con... Estos... Tenemos que bajar para abajo. Ay, nos ensuciamos las botas. Aquí y... Aquí venimos por aquí. Tratamos de subir por aquí. Aquí encima del tren tenemos esta prueba sonora. Y aquí donde está justo la prueba sonora nos damos la vuelta y por ahí tenemos justamente un coleccionable. Ahí está, sin tocar el ácido. Miren, un coleccionable. Genial, y la cantidad de coleccionables que me abre. Pero siempre hay tiempo para un coleccionable. Que no te... Otro coleccionable más. Pero están estas arañas también de Alceo. Esto de aquí. ¿No? Ahora. Se demoró un poquito. Venimos por el pasillo largo. Venimos así balanceándonos. Y aquí encima de la caja hay otro coleccionable. Por aquí no hay más coleccionables. Sí, ahí hay uno. Este de aquí. Ese parkour me gustó. Ese parkour me gustó. Coleccionable, lo vi. Ya me parecía muy sospechoso. Por aquí. Ah, miren, un coleccionable. Otro coleccionable.
We all assumed Connors destroyed his surplus of lizard serum, but I guess it makes sense he didn't. Why would he while it affected him, and when would he after he was taken in? I've made arrangements to... So, what now? Will you take some time for yourself?
No mucho, pero bueno. Una partida, sí. Y ahora vamos a ver todos los extras y coleccionables que conseguimos a lo largo de la aventura. Vamos a extras. Galería de diseños. Tenemos todas las fotos. Ustedes pueden poner en pausa en el momento que quieran para verlas detenidamente. ¿Qué me faltó? ¿De dónde sacó esto? ¿Cómo se desbloquea esta vaina? No tengo ni idea. Ya está todo desbloqueado. Está al 100% el juego. Tenemos más fotos. Está. Esta me gustó. Porque está Spider-Man. Las otras... bueno, esa que pasamos también. Listo, no hay más. Y las pruebas sonoras, que es lo que más me interesaba a mí.
Mr. Smythe, I presume. The one and only? Welcome to Oscorp, sir. I'm sorry Mr. Osborn couldn't join us today. A shame, really, on such an important day. How much do you know about what transpired here? I know we can blame Kurt Connors for all of it, and I'm not surprised. You know Dr. Connors personally? Unfortunately. They say our brilliance as it pertains to our respective fields somewhat equals one another. Big difference being I have a conscience, and I lack a tail.
Qué desgraciado que es. Es
I don't
odioso.
understand this. Why do you continue to pursue Connor's research after all that's happened? Well, you must admit, Dr. Morbius and his colleagues made some compelling arguments. Enough to convince the decision makers to keep the research going. Ah, and how's that working out for them? They simply couldn't match Connor's skills. And eventually they couldn't control his specimens. That's why my first order of business will be getting rid of those beasts.
Hospital psiquiátrico.
You're going to tape these sessions for posterity. Is that it?
It's standard procedure.
Especially with extreme cases, I presume.
For every patient, Dr. Connors.
I'd rather be in my room and have this little chat through a video feed. It'd be safer for you.
I am completely safe right now.
You're treading on dangerous ground. They say I'm free of the lizard. I'll never be sure. Have you seen any footage of what the lizard can do? Do you really think these can hold it?
Yes, I do. The genetic reaction you experienced due to stress has been completely cleaned from your system. There's not one reptilian cell left in your body. Now you are simply Dr. Kurt Connors. Does that upset you?
Se ve que sí.
What are your thoughts on the press conference? The one with Alistair Smythe?
Smythe. Spreading lies about my work.
Lies, you say?
I was searching for a cure. A cure! And he wants to make people think I'm some evil mastermind. Well, I won't let him. I won't.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him? Dr. Connors?
I'm done talking about this. Take me back to my room, please.
And if this committee is resolute in condemning my actions, it means this committee does not realize how serious the situation is. And by restraining my effort to utilize more S-bots, the sabotage of my nanobot cure, you would be as guilty as me, if not more so.
Dr. Smythe.
You say you don't want another Connors fiasco. It's already here. His virus is spreading outside this window, right now. Not later, now. We need strict, immediate elimination before it's too late. I will not back down and watch this plague engulf the city. I will not stand with this committee as an accomplice to genocide.
Dr. Smythe, we've had enough of your slanderous accusations. The security of the population is and has always been our direct concern. Killing a few to save the whole will never be an option.
I'm not here to do what's popular. I'm here to do what's right.
That's enough, Dr. Smythe.
O sea, saben que está loco y nadie lo frena.
Quite a show you put up there, Alistair.
I have been quarantined in my own office for more than 2 days now. My staff is dropping like flies. I don't want to hear the damn committee's opinion. I'm here to do what's right.
You're doing the right thing. You always have been.
What?
The committee yells and pounds their fists about morality, because Oscorp must appear to be for the people. But not all of us keep up appearances, Alistair. Some of us keep to the shadows, ensuring that Oscorp continues into the next century, and the century after that.
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying. My strength will not waver.
Enough. Let's put down appearances for a minute. Why did you never study Connor's files? There was a cure in there somewhere. You're a genius. Why do something so stupid?
Connor's work was despicable, evil.
Alistair, save the black and white for the committee. I deal in shades of gray. Why did you never study Connor's files?
What makes you think I didn't? A true leader needs to weigh all options. There is no cure. And the answer is simple. To get rid of the cross species, my hand should not be tied.
Don't worry about the committee. I'll take care of them. You'll have full control of your robots from now on. Stop this plague, and do not fail.
El señor misterioso ese.
Ah, yes, Dr. Smythe. I've just received a list of unknown expenses that I must say are gargantuan, to say the least. I was just wondering on how you intend to use whatever you purchased. That's all.
Is there a problem? I thought resources wouldn't be a factor.
Well, yes, but what you spent yesterday roughly equals the gross national product of Belgium. I need to know what we're buying. Obviously, it's not home theater equipment.
I don't understand where this investigation comes from. This city's facing an epidemic.
This investigation comes from me, the head of Oscorp Accounting. I am not a lackey to be pushed around. I control the finances of the most powerful corporation in the world.
Toma, la puso en su lugar.
Sir, everyone's ready for the next phase of operation. Maybe we should organize a meeting so everybody's on the same page?
I'll make sure the section chiefs receive proper indication. Nothing to worry about.
If you say so, boss. But there's some concerns on the production floor.
Such as?
Well, for starters, some people are wondering what kind of transport we're making.
It's not a transport.
Well, we got a lot of wagon-like...
Ah, la araña esa gigante.
They're gonna carry a load, judging by the design, so if it's a train, I would...
It's not a train.
Well, geez, boss, what is it?
Our first S-Bot had its faults. I corrected them for our newest model.
Some guy told me the S-Bots were put on
Está
hold, boss.
completamente loco.
They're not anymore. Start production immediately. And tell your nano crew I'm sending them plans now.
It's ready, sir.
Perfect. At last, my greatest invention.
Sir, I still think we can learn a lot by capturing these things, not killing them right off the bat.
We don't have the time. Where is it?
Subterranean level B, under Oscorp Tower.
My SO2. If I was only able to see it. But I'm trapped here. Send the access controls to my console. I want to see the full potential of this thing.
What is it now?
The SO2 is ready to eliminate the cross species. I need more time on my nanobot serum, though.
I thought we were clear on that, Mr. Smythe. You get everything you need as long as it fits our interests.
Saving the city is in our interests. Human life is not something of value to you?
Oh, yes,
que no.
Alistair. We care about the people and the crisis at hand. But not at the expense of destroying Oscorp.
Drastic times call for drastic measures. Let me finish my nanobot serum. I must admit you had a nice office, Connors. Of course, I'll have to spray it down and throw all the furniture into the incinerator so I don't catch God knows
Qué
what.
paranoico que es. Es de esas personas pulcras que hay, no sé cómo se llama esa fobia.
Ah, Gwen Stacy in person. Have a seat.
Listen, Dr. Smythe, I'm just here to take my stuff back. I don't want to interfere with your business.
No, I actually asked for you to come. I know that you were Kurt Connor's assistant, and I want you to work for me now, under my direction.
Let me tell you straight. I do not work for Oscorp anymore, and I never will.
Miss Stacy. Miss Stacy.
Yes?
I know what you went through, and I'm sure you don't want to relive it, but I promise you, you'll be safe working for me.
I'm not afraid of working here. I just don't want to hear about Kirk Connors anymore. And Oscorp is not the spot where it's going to happen.
You couldn't find someone more against Connor's work as me. With your help, I can forge a new Oscorp.
I'm sorry. I won't.
Well, at least let me show you what I am working on.
Y así empezó la historia.
Cut through the doors. Not for long. Let's see what they're using. Oh, that's clever. But wait till they see this. There, I disabled them. Sending sentries to secure this area. Sir, don't we work for Oscorp? Why are you trying to stop them? This comes as a surprise to you. There's no time for your personal interests. We're fighting for a greater cause. Dr. Smythe, I gotta get home to my family. Stay strong. If you don't help me, your family will turn into a bunch of raving beasts. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to shed some light on what's been happening here. Now, before you lose your temper, hear me out. First off, yes, this entire compound has been isolated in quarantine. And yes, I gave the order to make it so. Now, I could say it's for your own good, but you wouldn't believe that. You wouldn't understand a lot of things I do. It seems I strive for perfection, and the frailties and faults of my human employees fell painfully short of my vision. So, starting now, I rely exclusively on my robotic employees.
Me hace acordar al Doctor Huevo en la película de Sonic.
Find your loved ones and pray that I save the city before the plague takes you. You have 10 minutes before the doors close for good. That is all.
Peter, it's me. I don't know if you'll get this message. Not that it matters, really. I just want to get something off my chest. I have a feeling it might not go as expected. Quite a ride it was, I must admit. And now that it's about to end, I came to realize the point of this whole journey, thanks to you. At first, I was just fine rotting away in the Institute, wallowing in my guilt and cowardice. Then you came along, like a bull in a china shop, and forced me out of my indolence. And though it took me a while, I began to feel like I could redeem myself from the horrors I brought upon the city. That's where I was wrong again. The past few hours made me realize what's really important is not about facing my fears or striving for redemption. The only thing that matters now is to do what's right.
Al fin lo entendió. Ojalá Alistair lo hubiera entendido, ahí no se hubiera vuelto loco. Aunque tenía malas influencias.
I don't know how much time I will get to use them, but hey, it's already worth it. Thank you, Peter, for everything.
¿Cuántos
Rework
quedan?
begins soon. Took a whole week just for paperwork, legal procedures, marketing rubbish. Now all that we need is to get equipment. We cannot waste time. Beginning next week, I will address the team about our primary concerns. Containment of this infectious strain will be our primary focus. We'll need human-sized units to capture diseased individuals for further studies, but also intervention units to dismantle any group effort if they try to organize, with siege units for worst-case scenarios. This will be an interesting journey indeed. The first
debe ser la
run of our
anteúltima.
siege unit was a failure. Connors and his cross-species are more resilient than anticipated, and he sent his champion to compromise, no, to humiliate me. That so-called hero, that Spider-Man, is the ultimate validation of Connors' threat. Other cross-species have shown little intellect, but this one's different. If we were to face an army of these superior cross-species, it would be disastrous. Good news is he doesn't seem to be contagious. The bad news? Since it looks like he's fighting against the other beasts, the public see this as heroism. Am I the only one who sees the truth?
No, eres el único que eres un aguafiestas.
Infected in this crisis?
Y esta es la última, vamos.
So blind. When will people understand the sacrifices necessary to maintain order? I will proceed with my plan. Some hero you are, Spider-Man. There was a time where I could step on my pride and ask for Connors' help. I'm sure Oscorp would have made the arrangements to pull them out of his cuckoo's nest. And that's the saddest part of it, really. Young, impetuous Peter Parker thought he could save the day like a grown-up man. No use crying over spilled milk now. I must prepare. I will turn this city upside down until the last one of the beasts has been taken care of. There's no other way.
Bien. Y estos han sido todos los coleccionables. Faltaron un par por desbloquear, que supongo que será sacando fotos a las paredes o a los escenarios. Pero el juego ya está completado al 100%, no hay nada más que hacer. Nos veremos en Disney en otro próximo video. Espero que les haya gustado.